Out. Okay. All right, you beasts, let's go.
Wow. Never fails to impress. That is a beautiful canyon. That's where we'll be sleeping tonight. I was hoping to catch a fish, but I haven't seen any deep spots. I did see one little fish, but it was so tiny it just didn't seem like it was worth the trouble. Some of these rocks are really slippery. Have to be careful. Pretty awesome spot. Pretty fun place to camp. Perfect flat spot here. And so much to look at. Just never gets old.
Hey. Sit down or sit. Good dogs. Stay. Good dog. Hey, don't you tease those goats.
Right when we got here, it started raining. And so I started putting up that tarp, but realized I've got to get my other stuff under cover. So I found this little overhang. It's not much, but it is enough to keep our gear dry. And Maggie's guarding her treats. She knows her treats are in her pack, and she's standing guard. She's so funny. Anyway, I gotta get all our tarps set up before everything and myself gets too terribly wet. Man, this place is awesome. This one is for the goats. Goats really hate to get wet. I used 3 trees and a stick and a rock. I finally have both of the shelters set up, and I'm not expecting much wind, so I went ahead and set up my tarp quite high so it'd be more comfortable. And once again, I have 3 trees and a stick. So, Levi, go under your shelter. Don't worry about her. Hold on. Stay under your shelter. You can't come under mine. There you go. Just stay there. Yeah, it's raining pretty good now.
Ursa, no.
Well, there's all the packs under cover. Now it's just time to get comfortable because I think it's going to rain. all night long. Okay, I expanded my shelter a little bit by putting my poncho over here on this side. I had to use this stick to get the water to run to the outside of the poncho, but it works pretty well. As long as we don't get wind, which we're not expecting wind, so we should be fine.
You want to sit on it, or do you want it on you? On you?
Well, would you look at that? It's snowing. So long as it doesn't get windy, I'll be fine. Well, now that it's snow, you can move around out here without getting wet so fast. It's still a pretty wet snow, but you can still come out for a peek without getting soaked. Look how red the river turned. It's a lot higher too. This is a pretty substantial storm, but we are on high ground, and it doesn't look like the water has washed up over this bank for years, so I think we're safe. I had Ursa carry in a couple of towels. I've got the towels on the dogs, getting them dried off and warmed up. Levi's just too hungry, I guess, to stay under his shelter. He just keeps wandering out here and getting a snack.
Now,
There you go. That should keep you warmer. Oh, my back. Can't stay bent over that long. I've got the dogs set up with blankets, so they're warmer now. No, you can't come over here. Nope, that's not an option. Nope, no room for goats. Got the dogs under blankets, so they're staying warm. We're trying not to jump out of bed to get after this goat.
come on, dude.
I know I'm gonna get snow on the lens, but this view is just so awesome. I've got to shoot it. Look at that. Adventurous place and adventurous weather. I have a really cool new product announcement. So, when we came out with the box pot, it was pretty much made to fit the Scout stove. And the Scout stove was intended, or kind of designed for the emergency preparedness market. So it needed to be inexpensive, you know, simple, and that's what the Scout stove is. But we made this box pot to fit on the Scout stove, and so I took on the same mindset that needed to be inexpensive, heavy duty, you know, durable, emergency preparedness kind of ideas. And so that's why we only made it in stainless steel. So since then, I mostly use it with the Nano, and it works really great with the 5-inch stove as well. So I've come to realize, and I'm sorry I didn't come to this earlier, but it really needed to be made out of titanium, because this is how I'm using it. I mean, we packed in here, so weight is a consideration, and I really like things to be lightweight as much as anyone else. So we're making the box pot out of titanium. So that's great news for everyone. I brought one of the prototypes. We got 2 of these. And we saved one for photography and whatever else. But I'm going to go ahead and use it right now. I've got my coffee cup in there. But it's just like the stainless steel version, but half the weight. It's only 5.7 ounces. It has the same lid, the same features. Everything's the same as the stainless steel version. But I'm going to use it tonight. So I don't know how well you can see this, but I'll get more shots of it as I'm cooking. I'm sure I'll make a mess of it real quick. But it really turned out nice. Very clean. The fit and finish is really nice. Recently we asked for some feedback about what people would like to see, and somebody mentioned that they wanted to see more one-pot meals. So that's what I decided I would do on this trip. I'm just going to do everything in this pot. I'm going to do chili, cheese, and rice. Build it in layers in here. And then I'm just going to really slowly just let it take however long it takes, you know. I don't care if it takes 45 minutes. I got nothing else to do. "100% Angus beef chili with beans." It just looked the best. So, and it had this pop top, so I wouldn't have to have a can opener. Let's see how much of this will fit in. This is a 14 ounce. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, 14 ounce can. So we're going to put the whole can in. If we can get the whole can to come out. This is just jasmine rice, pre-cooked. Stay. Wow, looks like I'm going to be able to fit the whole package of rice too. This is going to be way more food than I can eat, but I may as well fill up the pot to see what it can do. Nice. Look at that. It's working out pretty good, you know, as far as the quantities go. Well, I thought I might sleep a little warmer if I go ahead and just put a little bit of this butter on top of this rice. See if I can get it to come out. We'll just break up a few little pieces on here. Alright, so there's our butter. We'll put the lid on our masterpiece, and we'll set up the Firebox Nano. Let's see, I am going to go ahead and use gas, because I thought I might have time to find some dry wood and use wood, but no such luck. It was raining when I got here, so we're going to go with gas for now. Good thing I brought, just in case, I did bring some gas. There we go. We'll run our fire sticks through. They go through kitty corner through these little position holes. And I have my gas burner right here. And then click on the burner. This is my smalls, or what else do people call it? They're possibles. So, oh, there's a lighter. There it is. Okay, found it. I'm going to go ahead and use the diffuser plate. Just got to get it right. Yeah, where it's just kind of barely on. So let's go ahead and put our, I'm going to line up this handle with the hose so that we can then, we will be able to create a nice tight little package here. And I think that should be pretty darn good. And then I could even put something on top of here, like if I could figure out something, maybe even some paper towels. Just drape those over that. Maybe do a couple layers. And I'm just gonna let that work. It's like a little crock pot. I'll give them the leftover cheese too. These dogs like cheese. Huh, Maggie? And I'll bet Ursa even likes it more. She's kind of crazy about food. She's got all those muscles to feed. The snow is coming down. I might have to adjust the goat's tarp. It's kind of sagging in the middle from the weight of the snow, which mine is as well. That could be a problem. I've had this tarp a long time, and it's seen a lot of use. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it fail. This has been running for about 15 minutes and I can feel the warmth up here. So I know something's happening in there. I hope it's not too hot and we're burning the cheese, but oh yeah, the butter's melting and I lost a piece because I picked it up and put it on an angle and it was stuck to the lid. So I lost just a little bit down there into the fire pan, but saved most of it. Let's go take another look at that river. See if it's getting bigger. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than last time I looked. But it doesn't seem like it's anything to worry about. The color is what has changed the most. Very red. Very muddy. This water comes all the way out of the mountains. So it travels a long ways, but I'm betting that it's snowing up on the mountain. It doesn't look that great right now, does it? All that snow has really got it sagging down. But I don't really feel like I can tighten it up without risking breaking it. Like I tried, and it just felt like it was at its max, and I didn't dare tighten it up further. So I'm just gonna have to hope for the best. But I thought I might walk over to the waterfall, because it should be like a Willy Wonka's chocolate waterfall. Look at that. What a spot. Such a cool place. And it just keeps going over here too. Yeah, let's walk over here to the waterfall. Yep, that's a chocolate waterfall, all right. Very wet down here. The goats don't like to be left alone, so they're coming to make sure I'm not leaving for good. Such a cool place. Here comes Maggie. Don't get wet. I just barely got you dry. I guess Ursa's still laying back at camp. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Chocolate waterfall. Alright, we better get back before we get too wet. I just looked at my shoulders and they're pretty wet. Oh, almost went down. I need to break myself out here. Everything's a little slick. Alright, well I'm going to grab a towel and dry off my shoulders. The other thing I keep doing is touching my... Those goats. Oh, they're going to knock my whole shelter down. Okay, we are all good. It was just the stick I was using to prop it up slid out. Kind of got muddy. All the water's going right there where that stick is. Okay, so we've been running maybe a half hour. Still a lot of heat. Not a lot of heat, but it's warm. Oh, the chili's starting to bubble up through. Ooh, smells good. But some of that butter still hasn't melted. So, let me see if I can smell any kind of... I don't smell any kind of a burned smell, so I'm hoping it's not getting burnt. You gotta take some risks now and then, you know. Gotta get this done. I'm hungry. Let's just see if we could adjust this, if it would help. If I pull from this point. Maybe I could do that. I keep my bank line here in my pocket. Didn't put truck's hitch. And all the water's coming out right there, so I think that'll help. That'll be good. It's been about 40 minutes warm, and I can smell it now. So things are heating up. And more of that chili is bubbling up to the top, and we got quite a bit of steam. I think this might be really close. It still doesn't smell burned. Maybe what I'll do is put my plate on and then cover all of this up so my plate gets nice and hot, and then we'll plate this up. I think it's ready. I'm going to try to just lift this out. I'm not even going to turn off the stove. Set that there for now. Alright, I don't know how hot this is. Like, it's steaming, so I'm assuming it's pretty darn hot. This plate's not going to hurt me. Let's see if I can flip this over without making a mess. This chili can be quite liquid. I hope this won't overflow my plate. I don't know if the cheese is going to stick. Let's see what we got. Oh, the cheese did stick. Get that little bit of cheese that I was able to scrape off. Let's taste it. It's still good. Crispy cheese. crispified cheese, which is actually really tasty. Get that last piece out. And the stove is keeping my food warm. This is a good setup. I like it. Let's do a little bit of pepper. It's probably spicy enough, but a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Ooh, maybe not too much salt. There's probably plenty of salt in there. But this seems pretty stable. I think I can eat off of this. Yeah, I should have broken up these cheese chunks a little more. They're going to be kind of hard to eat if I can't. Yeah, they actually break up fairly easy. Alright, let's try this. Oh yeah. Now that's a hearty meal. That would easily feed 2 people. I'm going to have to go bury some of this because there's no way I'm going to be able to eat all of it. And I don't want the dogs to eat it, so... Yeah, it's actually really good. Wow. Super easy. Kind of like a crock pot. You just kind of set it up and let it run. Oh. The beef in that chili is actually really good. Crispy cheese, baby. That's good. That's like a chip. Man, that's good. These washcloths have quite a bit of texture to them, so they get stuff clean. And the grit in this water will help as well. It's not perfect, but I'm not picky. A little more work with the paper towels, and we'll be ready for breakfast. There's my pillow. I wouldn't trust this setup if it were going to be windy, but the weather is literally showing a 0 for wind during some of the hours of the night. So I don't think it's going to be windy. It doesn't get windy till about noon tomorrow. So, and I did set up this goat pack as kind of to, I don't know, stop some of the mist, but even what is hitting it now, you can see my pillow's a little speckled. I'm going to be fine. I've slept like this before. This isn't my first time. So, a little bit of spray or a little bit of mist doesn't bother me at all. It used to worry me, but I've done it enough times now that I know that I'll survive. I'll live through it. I could spend hours, you know, rigging another tarp across this side. It just doesn't matter that much. If it were going to be windy, I would do all that. But this is my insurance plan to keep my feet warm. You know, I don't know. I see these other guys' setups, and they'll have like a bivvy, and then they'll have a tarp over the bivvy. I'm like, I'm too lazy for all that. I do keep my headlamp on so that I can check in on things at night. I hear the goats moving around or something. I gotta see what the heck they're doing, what they're getting into, and keep the dogs covered up so they stay warm. But I don't zip up my zipper on my sleeping bag. I just use it as a quilt. So I just put it over the top of me. And I'm snug as a bug in a rug. And I have another blanket in here I can pull out. But I don't think it's going to get that cold tonight, you know. It's raining. It has been snowing. But if it were clear skies, then I would definitely get that other blanket out. But whew, I think I'm going to be hot already as it is. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, see, I've got a down coat. I've got a down, I think they call these like a down sweater, but it's another down coat. It's just not as thick. And then I've got down pants. Plus, this is a very warm down sleeping bag. So, it doesn't look like the greatest setup, but it's awesome. And honestly, the mist is kind of, I don't know, you know, it kind of makes you feel like you're in it, you know, you're part of it. Good morning. It's about 6:30, I would guess. Still not quite light enough for filming. Wonderful night. Probably the best night's rest I've ever gotten camping. I must have slept at least 10 hours. Maybe more like 12, because it gets dark so early, you know. And it rained all night long, you know, off and on. Kind of light sprinkles. I ended up putting my camping chair over my feet. And I've got this goat pack here, kind of sheltering me. Everything is damp. My foot box on my sleeping bag is totally wet, but I'm dry inside. And it was actually a pretty wonderful night, to tell you the truth. Really sweet here with the dogs on both sides of me, and I had so many dreams. I think probably more dreams in one night than I've ever had. I met a lot of very interesting people, and usually in my dreams I know that I'm dreaming, but last night I was fully immersed. I mean, I didn't even know I was dreaming, and I kept getting confused, like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be outside. Where's all my gear? You know, how did I get here? So it was a bizarre night, but it was very enjoyable. And waking up to these beautiful cliffs and this beautiful scenery in this setting, you know, in this rain, everything is so rich. The colors are so beautiful. Anyway, good morning. I'm going to clean up my bed and start figuring out how to make breakfast. I wasn't expecting rain. It was supposed to stop raining at 10 o'clock last night. But, so it's still raining. I hope we get some kind of a break so I can pack up and hike out of here. This mess is our camp. So you can see this goat pack that I set up actually has puddles in it. So there's my pillow, and it's pretty much dry, but there's puddles in this goat pack right there in front of it. And then the corner of my pad is wet. But my pillow, I mean, it's damp, but it's not wet. The goats, they don't seem to care so much about the rain. Now they've got their little rain jackets on. They wander around all over the place. So they were everywhere. Maggie protected our camp from them. Yeah, I don't know if that sounded right. Anyway, let me show you back in the back. Because we're almost poking out of the shelter here. But I did put this camp chair over my foot box of my sleeping bag. And it doesn't look too wet. But it is wet. You can feel it. But it's pretty wet. Especially down here. It's pretty wet. Not just damp, but actually wet. Anyway, like I say, I was dry inside. And then I did get a little bit of wind, just enough that it pulled this tarp out from under this rock. This is supposed to be out here like this, but the wind pulled that out, so some of the packs got wet. Whatever, I'm gonna have stuff laid out all over my house when I get home, and they're probably gonna be laid out for more than just one day. But what a spot, huh? It's just beautiful. I got to wake up here. That's what I think's so cool. I mean, hiking's fun, you know, just for the day. But when you can come out here and you can see the sights as they change, you know, there's a whole mountain up there you can't see because of the fog. I mean, I guess you could probably kind of see the outline there in the video. You can see the fog is just kind of rolling past. And then you got those little trees up there on that ledge. It's just amazing. Let's try a wide shot. Yeah. So cool. Alright, you'll see that I packed my kit pack very full. Got my smalls bag, my fuel tank, my nano, my windscreen, my coffee kit, the box pot with my coffee cup inside, with my coffee inside that. I didn't bring a lot of fuel. Need to be a little conservative. I'm not going to run that real high, but I am going to put the windscreen around it. Just like that. We'll have coffee in no time. Okay, I've got my ingredients all laid out here. I've got cinnamon and sugar, butter. These are just a small can of Texas style biscuits. I've got cream, I've got cream cheese, and I have eggs. So this is going to be kind of a dessert breakfast. Put a bunch of butter in the bottom. I'm going to put just a little bit more. Yeah, like that much. That's a lot of butter. My hands are a little bit cold. I just want to get that warm enough to melt. Here's our cinnamon and sugar. I'm just going to try to evenly distribute this. And once again, I'm just going to put it all in. That's quite a bit of cinnamon and sugar. So let me use my something to spread it around. I wanted to have a nice layer that would be enough to sweeten the whole thing, but just have it all be in that one layer, so it'll be kind of more like a sauce is what I'm hoping. Maybe that'll help it act more like a bowl for a minute. That'd be nice. Get the eggs out. I'm gonna do at least 3 eggs. These eggs are tough. This is heavy whipping cream. Put a good dose of that in there. Alright, what I thought I would do with these is just kind of break them up. I did clean my hands with the sanitizing wipe before I started. But these 3 I got coming from mix them up. And then I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this cream cheese. She really wants to get a taste of some of this stuff. I'm hoping these don't kind of blend in. Maybe I should have mixed my mixture better first and then plop these in. Anyway, that's probably plenty. Alright, let's do some salt. That's probably enough. Get some of that air out. You gotta make sure you got it well zipped. If that comes apart, it's a mess. Alright, I'm just gonna try to pour this slowly. And I'm doing it where the cinnamon and sugar seems to be the thickest. Well, I hope you have your fingers crossed for me, because I think I need it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it with just the diffuser plate at first. Not turning it as low as possible, but pretty darn close to that. So once again, this is crock pot style, intended to be a long process. So I'm going to line up the hose and the handle, wrap our windscreen around. Put paper towel over it. Keep that heat in. Alright. I'm gonna put my raincoat on. We'll go see some of the other sights around here. Alright, goats. You can come too. We're gonna go this way this time. Come on. Billy. Levi. Ursa, Maggie, settle down. Come on, goats. Let's go. Bill. Levi. Oh, good goats. Alright, let's go this way. So you can see the top portion of the rock up there. All clear now. It's supposed to be foggy, but instead it's just still rainy. I think ponderosas in the desert is one of the coolest things there is. I'll show you this end of the canyon. Man, you can really hear that little waterfall burbling away over there. The dogs are loving it. Oh wow, there's still some fog over in this direction. Very pretty. Haha, cool spot. Just gotta watch out for those slippery parts. Whew. Yeah, that's definitely slippery. Oh yeah, I don't like the feeling of slippery. Makes me very nervous. Whew. We made it. Whew. Look how soft this mud is. It's just squishy. Squishy, squishy. Good girl, Maggie. Good girl. Jump up here. Jump up here. Where's Ursa? Hey, stay. Where's Ursa? Ursa! Oh, there she is. Jump up here. Jump up. Good dogs. Stay. Hey, Maggie. Hurry. Hey, Maggie. Maggie. We're working here. Get up here. Good dogs. Stay. Good dogs. Stay. Oh, what nice dogs. Look at that. Beautiful dogs. We got some goats. Stay, Maggie. Stay. What a good goat. The desert in the rain. Tell you what, the look of it is so much different than when it's sunny. You know, the sun just bleaches color out of stuff, and especially desert scapes. So to see it in this wet state with the colors so rich, it's just amazing. It really is. It's a whole different place. All right, let's go check on our breakfast. I don't even know what to call it. There's probably a name for what I'm making. Kind of a bread pudding, I guess. I don't know. It was good to let the dogs stretch their legs a little bit. Maybe they'll settle down. Oh, I can smell it. I better turn that down. Ooh, yeah. I can smell that cinnamon sugar. It might be burning. Hey, watch out. Go on. Come kennel. Oh yeah, I see smoke. Or steam. What the heck? Oh, that's way too much heat. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, a little bit too hot. I'm going to set that there for now. Put this on it. And put the stone on. Alright, let's get this set back up. And try to get the rest of it to cook. Hopefully I didn't go too far with that cinnamon sugar. I probably was down there filming longer than I realized. It's been going for 20 minutes almost exactly. So it's just a little hotter than what I should have had it. Alright. Just hope for the best. Let's walk down by this portion of the river, which is really pretty as well. Bill's over there eating willows. He loves willows. Alright, it's starting to get foggy on this mountain again. Almost a waterfall there. You can see our camp up there. We'll call it a water feature. Woo! Yeah, I can smell that cinnamon and sugar all the way over here. Let's just hope it's caramelized and not burned. It's starting to rain a little harder. We better get back to our cook project. This is the coolest spot though, right here. Pretty cool. Hopefully it's not slippery. Ouch! Did a goat land on my foot? Way to go, goat. Good thing I had boots on. Nope, Bill's like, no, I'm gonna find another way. That's scary. Alright, let's go check our food. Look at that, the goats know. They just go right into their little spot right there. Pretty smart. Let's see. Ho ho ho, look at that. It's still soft. It needs more time. It's been more like 5 minutes. But I put my plate in here. I think that I can go ahead and plate this up. I think it's done. Or I think it's close enough at least. Let's go ahead and open this windscreen just a little bit so my plate will be well supported. Yeah, now my plate's nice and solid. So this is what it looks like. I don't know. I think it's done. I think it'll still be very creamy, but I think it's, I'm gonna say supposed to be, even though I'm making this up as I go, like I have some kind of intention. But let's see if we can get that to plop out on my plate. My plate is already quite hot. So let's see here. Ready? Go. Alright. I'm gonna let this kind of slide out slowly. There we go. My masterpiece. Oh, look at that. But some of this stuff, like right here, I'm just gonna take off. Cream cheese frosting. Yay! If I do put a recipe out for this, I won't know what to call it. I guess bread pudding? I guess, I just really don't know. Now that's beautiful.
I'm so excited. Look at that. Wow.
Woo!
Alright. Let's change the camera angle a little bit.
Alright. I think the dogs are just as excited as I am, even though I'm not going to give them any of this. I've been giving you treats all day. Alright. Let's try this out. It smells really good. A little bit of that frosting. That is really good. Wow. Oh man, that is really good. So, I'm not much more proud of it because I made it up. That is awesome. Oh, I don't want to lose any of it. Gotta be faster. That caramelized layer is totally chewy. Oh my gosh. That is great. And the cinnamon sugar, it kind of marbled its way in because of the boiling, like the bubbling, it kind of bubbled up through the liquid. So it's kind of marbled throughout. Yeah, that's just a wonderful, wonderful treat. This really is a dessert more than it is a breakfast. I mean, there's 3 eggs in there, but quite a bit of cream, a lot of calories, decent amount of protein. Ursa, no. But it's still, it's so good. It's a dessert for sure. Maybe I could give him some of this bread stuff that's down at the bottom. I don't think there's anything in that that'll hurt him. Not so much frosting and stuff. Careful, it's hot. You like that? Give some to Ursa. This one has cream cheese in it. Careful. Okay. Now you can't say I never give you anything. Oh yeah, here's one with crust and cream cheese. Ha ha ha. Wow. I kind of wanted you to see how the cinnamon sugar's marbled through the whole thing. You know, you find brown spots way, like that's really deep and it's very brown. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it in the camera, but I'm trying to show you. Let's get some more frosting on this pig, on this bite. Wow. That cream cheese is good. When you get a bomb of that, dang. That's what I'm talking about right there. Woohoo! The only problem with this meal is it's so rich that you really need a drink of milk. So I'm gonna try just taking a sip of this cream. It's probably illegal or, you know, something. I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to do this, but well, it's good, but it goes down the throat real slow. Definitely coats everything. Wow, that's creamy. That's even just more richness to add on top of this richness. Milk kind of washes the richness away, but this just kind of adds to it, makes it all stick more. Ah, it's good. Oh yeah. And I'm going to be doing this one again. And the quantities I used were perfect for filling up the box pot. Not perfect for how much I could actually eat, but if there were 2 people, then that would be a good recipe. If you're just by yourself, you probably should cut everything in half. That's what I'm talking about. That's good stuff. Alright, I gotta get cleaned up and get us packed out of here. Like my grandpappy used to say, if it don't fit, force it. My grandpappy never said that. Oh, good goat. Oh, it's a good goat. Watch out, Billy. All done with you. I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction this time. Take a different path. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. You always got to get a shot of the waterfalls. There's Bill. He made it. He came. All right, let's go. Wow, look at that. What a sight. All right, here we are. There's the truck. We made it. Right when the rain started picking up again. Okay, believe it or not, I can't get my key to work. It's a cut key and it works for the ignition, but apparently it doesn't work for the doors. So I'm gonna have to crawl through. Woohoo! Success! Okay, kennel dogs. Now the dogs won't be getting in the way. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Good goat. Come on, buddy. 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 There you go. Good goat. Good goat. Woo! Thank you, Bill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Change the world, King. I thought I should show you. This is the access to the desert. While it was raining down there, it was snowing up here.